When I moved out of Philadelphia and came to Chester County in 2013, I knew nothing about the area. I was honestly just so happy to be out of the city finally that anywhere I went, I probably would have loved. Little did I know that I was moving to one of the best places to live in all of Pennsylvania. What's up, guys? My name is Sean Connors and I am the managing broker and co-owner of Vanguard Realty Alliance, and I'm also a real estate investor right here in beautiful Chester County. I currently live in Downingtown and my business is located in Westchester. At this point of my time of living in Chester County, I have been to most, if not all, of the towns and the cities. So this video is going to focus around what I love about living here, and I'm also going to share with you what I don't love about living here, because let's be honest, you don't always love everything about where you live, right? So the first thing that I love about living in Chester County is the overall beauty of the area. Now, I know the bar was set pretty low coming from Philly, but I absolutely fell in love with the different towns. Since moving here, I have traveled all across the US and I've been to almost 40 states, and I can honestly say that Pennsylvania is beautiful, especially right here in Chester County. No matter what part of the county you live in, you can experience the rolling hills and the gorgeous farmlands that everyone is always talking about. So here is a list of my favorite locations to visit to get my nature on. The Stroud Preserve in Westchester is top of the list for me, the Cheslin Preserve in Coatesville, the Bryn Coed Preserve in Chester Springs, and the State Line Woods Preserve in Kennett Square. There are so many more places to visit, but these are just the top of my list personally. If you ever find yourself just wanting to get in the car and drive, I highly recommend driving down Doe Run Road from Coatesville and taking it to Unionville. This is hands down my favorite stretch of road in the entire county because there are some stunning views along the way. I promise that you will not be disappointed by the overall landscape of Chester County outside of the towns and boroughs. The second thing that I love about living in Chester County are the great schools here. Admittedly, I didn't worry too much at all about school districts until I had kids. I personally did not go through the public school system in Philadelphia, so I had no idea about public schools really until moving here. There are 14 public school districts in total in the county. Of those 14 school districts, 2 of them are in the top 10 in the entire state, and they are Tredeffrin Easttown and Unionville Chaddsford. And of the 14 school districts, 4 of them are in the top 25 in the entire state, and 6 of our school districts are in the top 50 of the state. So you can see that school districts are a big part of the culture of living here. I have helped many families relocate to this area specifically because they wanted to be in one of these top school districts, and they have come from all over the country. When people are looking to move to Chester County, they almost always use their search based on school districts. Once you learn the layout of the land, you'll notice all the differences between school districts and the property taxes. Generally, the better the school district, the lower the taxes are, and vice versa. School taxes are definitely something to consider when you're looking to move here. Another thing that I love about the school districts here is the pride that the residents have for their sports teams, their marching bands, and all the other extracurricular teams. It is certainly a culture within itself and a fun activity to be a part of during the appropriate seasons. So if living in a good school district that has a strong culture is a must for you, then Chester County is definitely a great place to live. The third thing that I love about living in Chester County are the different towns and what they offer. All of the major towns here have a downtown area that offers different dining options, shopping, family-friendly activities, parks, and nightlife. Here's a list of my favorite towns and why I love them. First up is Westchester Borough. Westchester is the county seat and the largest of all the towns. It has so many different dining options, it's very walkable, and has beautiful older homes that you can marvel at. Next is Downingtown Borough. So I have lived here my entire time in Chester County and have fallen in love. We have a few great restaurants, an awesome park to hang out at, and a lot of outdoor activities to enjoy in the warmer months. Next is Kennett Square Borough, the mushroom capital of the world. I love Kennett because it's just a quaint little town that has great dining options, is also very walkable, and it's close to one of our favorite places to go in all of Chester County, which is Longwood Gardens. So those are my personal favorites, but you also have downtown Phoenixville, Malvern Borough, Eagle, and so much more. You will definitely be able to find a Downingtown that you can fall in love with when you live here. So those are the top 3 categories of why I love living in Chester County, but there are so many more things that I love about living here, which I'm just going to briefly go over. I really love the easy access to so many different grocery stores. My personal favorites are Wegmans in Downingtown, the big Whole Foods in Exton, and the Kimberton Whole Foods in Downingtown Borough. I love the easy access to all the major places like King of Prussia, Philly, Wilmington, Lancaster, and even New York. I'm also a golfer, and there's a lot of great golf courses around here such as Broad Run, Downingtown Country Club, Honeybrook Golf Club, Penn Oaks, and French Creek. Marsh Creek State Park is a blast to hang out during the fall and the warmer months. They have a public pool to swim at, as well as water activities that you can do on the lake. I also enjoy the fact that pretty much everything you need is within like 15 to 20 minutes, just depending on where you live. Even in the more remote areas of southern Chester County, you aren't too far away from all the essentials. And lastly, I am very proud and happy to raise my girls here. There are a lot more opportunities here that they would have had living in the city, and that just makes me extremely joyful. Now, I don't love everything about living in Chester County, and that's what I'm gonna go over next with you. The first thing that I don't love about living here is the continuous development that is happening. And I know it sounds a little counterintuitive to be complaining about development when I am a real estate broker, but I like the county the way that it is. I understand that development is a part of life, and with the increase in population, it's absolutely necessary. I do welcome the development, but part of me just wishes that it would stay the way it is, just like so many other people that live here. The other issues that come along with development is more traffic, which is what I'm gonna talk about next, more people in general, and then less green space. Even since I have been here, I've noticed so much development in the past 9 years. I'm a fan of the single family homes they have built, but not really those townhome communities because they're just super ugly. I also wish that they would develop more affordable housing because everything they are building now seems to be starting at a minimum of like $400,000, which is just out of reach for a lot of buyers. In any case, I know that it's part of life, but I wish that we could just leave it be for now. The second thing that I don't love about living here is the amount of traffic during rush hours. The issue is not unique to Chester County by any means, but the traffic during rush hour stinks in some areas. So if you're traveling on routes 30 or 202, 82, 1, 3, or even 252 during rush hour, you need to plan ahead. There are even a lot of local areas that get backed up during rush hour. It's honestly not nearly as bad as driving in the city, but it's enough to still be annoying. I do my best to leave early in order to get to work on time, and I understand that there are just some things that are out of my control. But one of the big issues we have around here is driving through the back roads that are 2 lanes that merge into one to go over a bridge. This is fairly common in Chester County, so you need to scope out your drive prior to making it. There is one in particular that drove me crazy, and that's the Lloyd Ave Bridge in Downingtown. So they finally put a stoplight in, which has made such a huge difference. But these 1-lane bridges, again, they're all around the county. And the third thing that I don't love about living here, and this may sound funny, but it's the smell in some areas. Since there are a lot of farmlands here, especially mushroom farms, the smell can get pretty nasty in some areas, and it's mainly in the case of southern Chester County, and then there's some parts in northern Chester County as well. But the smell can really be awful. It's very strong. I know people who live here, they say they've gotten used to it over time, but if you're new here, this will definitely be a big adjustment. If one of the biggest problems with living here is the smell of farms, then I don't think that it's a bad place overall. So I truly believe that Chester County is one of the best places to live in all of Pennsylvania. I love being here and helping families relocate here as well. So if you're considering moving here, or maybe you're looking to sell your property in Chester County, then we should definitely talk. I would love to chat with you anytime, so reach out, click the link below, schedule a call with me, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. I want to know what your thoughts are about Chester County. If you live here, if you don't live here, you're considering moving here, let me know in the comments below. Let's get a discussion going, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Have a great day.